And we're back. Hello from myself and both Craig
Hello.
and Lee.
Hello.
Lee will be your tank for the day, as much as he wants to play DPS. The joys of tanking. We're gonna have a bash in Mana Tombs. I used to like these ones. There were 3 of them, weren't there?
There's some cracking bosses in here, like the mind control bosses in here as well, and some really hard rooms to do.
Craig, do you remember running back when you died?
Yeah.
To these. This was a long run. This one.
Oh, and there was nowhere to repair until you did that quest, didn't you, to see the undead. There was like nowhere to repair for miles.
And that should give you some indication of how much people used to wipe on these dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the first boss was the mind control one, right? In Mana Tombs.
I don't know, he's the one who does the world.
Shadow guy, isn't it? But he had like a fairly nasty aura, didn't he? That did quite a bit of AoE damage, if I remember rightly. Well, we'll soon find out anyway.
Some DPS declined because he's a scroll.
And the Auchenai Crypts was the one with there was a few stealth mobs in there. Weren't there? A few sneaky
Yeah, like
guys.
ghosty ones, wasn't there? Yeah, they'd spawn. And if you were a bit pull happy, it got messy. Tank go, this is fine, there's only a couple of mobs there. Charge forward, the entire room appears.
Oh yes, the first boss in here was
Trader
it was
guy,
the
wasn't it?
shadow guy,
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
it's
It was
the big shadow guy, yeah.
Mm.
And then there's like the end boss, is it the Soul Trainer guy?
Yeah, the next dungeon is the one with the bird, isn't it, for the first boss, is it? Or is that... No, Sethkk, obviously,
And,
Sethkk.
I'd better set up some healing quickly. You're looking at my bars thinking, there appears to be a lot of DPS spells there. Ah, there we go. That looks better.
After talking about it before we started, I didn't put Forensic Region on my bars.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Which I haven't got yet. Oh, that's why, because it's at 68.
Whenever you're ready then, there you go. I'll get my guy to help you out a bit there. Let's do a big pull. Big pull!
Is that just code for I'm going to be an ass? Because it sounds
Yeah.
like it was.
That's because he's only around for a minute, so we gotta get some stuff killed. I think it might be 30 seconds, I can't remember exactly what Earth Elemental list it says. Is it a minute? Is it? Okay.
Pandemonious.
Unless you've left it.
I haven't glyphed anything, still haven't gone out and bought any glyphs for this character, and they're not really
We're
needed.
so pro, aren't we? Optimised characters.
Obviously I'm left because I'm me.
Oh, it's the mobs of wandering.
Yeah, there was a lot of pesky
hello.
patrols in here.
There's the big guy, there he is. Oh, got to take all the trash out first.
Yeah.
And hopefully today my sound levels are a bit higher for you guys as well.
Then you'll just whisper the whole video, right?
Ready, steady potatoes.
I'm trying to remember what this guy did. He did have a nasty attack.
I'm not going to notice, are we?
No, we're not going to see the cooldowns.
I knew there was a knockback the other day. That's one guy.
I remember that shield. Another crap-looking shield, but...
It's most loot boss. Get the essence. Don't forget
like
Ribbo.
a shield with dodge on.
Did you Did you loot the boss, Ribbo?
Yeah, Pandemonium's essence.
Good, good. I just know you for like forgetting those things.
I have to be reminded, though. Got enough bad experiences in the past to that one. Even Craig ran past that.
I wouldn't do that. Oh, I did, didn't I? Yeah, never mind, eh? It's old age, bless us. Gotta start writing things down.
This was a bad room, wasn't it? With the skull piles at the top.
Oh, they used to be so.
This is where you used to be clever, wasn't you? Trying to get right around the corner on this, yeah, and try and avoid stuff. and some invariable person would go,
but you had to clear it anyway when you finished because you had to come back here. But it was the problem was there were the mind control mobs in here.
And the skeletons weren't on the piles as well, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
And these mobs actually mattered when mana mattered as well, right?
Yeah.
You got a heal off then. Over. I used to know all the sneaky routes for these dungeons, but I just don't trust anyone anymore.
Well, yeah, well, that was back when actually, you know, skipping packs saved you a couple of minutes of time.
That was when you really didn't want to clear the trash. There was no point to it.
You were going, right, mark up the ads, crowd control.
You only got XP off quests, pretty much. Like, the ads were largely meaningless.
Well, we did have a quest to kill some of these things.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the dungeon with the druid quest in?
I'm going to say, isn't there an optional quest?
No, it's in Sethkk Halls, the druid quest. Yeah, you love that mount.
Always wanted that mount.
But is there an optional, like, escort quest in this one? Like a guy says?
Yeah, at the end. Right at the end, after you take out the last boss, you got to bring him all the way back to here. And he needs to go through that portal at the end there behind us all. But it wouldn't surprise me if everyone just quits once they got there.
Yeah.
You have completed the dungeon!
I think you can start that before the last boss, the escort guy.
Yes, you can, yeah, but you can just skip it as well.
Yeah.
Do it afterwards. Which makes a lot more sense, to be honest. Saves you 2
It's not going to matter, is it? We can 3 mana anyway now. Makes no difference.
Kind of awkward because one of my weak aura strings is disabled apparently, so I don't actually have my rage bar where I can see it.
What was the actual drop rate amount? Was it 1% or was it 2%?
It was 2 or 3%. It was higher than most of the others, but it was still horribly low. And originally, you could only summon the boss if you had a druid in your part, didn't you?
Yeah. And he had to have a certain item as well.
Yeah.
Because he had to do the druid quest chain to get the fast flying.
Yeah.
I know
at the end of that, he got an item.
A mate of mine did it, and he's like, "Oh, I need to do this quest." And I was like, "Yeah, cool, no worries." And then someone ninja'd them out of him.
Oh.
So you had to do it with friends, really, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet that's what he said as well. Some good XP from this, jeez.
We would, you wouldn't level up, Craig.
Yeah, I've already got 4 bars, so I think we'll be alright.
Oh, where's the skeletons? Oh.
I think it's in the next bit.
Oh, this one's got an earthquakey effect, hasn't he?
No idea.
Yeah, these used to just smash you, these things. Certainly if you pulled at the wrong time.
Like that, you mean?
Yeah.
I'll just make sure I've got my dodge up while he's doing these things. So.
If only I had an AoE spell that was instant and I could spam. Oh, yeah.
And you could mine him as well.
Yeah.
This was the first expansion where you could actually like mine and herb the mobs after you kill them. And it was like really revolutionary, wasn't it?
No more getting all your mining nodes nabbed by hackers.
Well, that was one of the reasons I'm doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, now you actually have to hit what you want to mine.
This room used to be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah. I think this was this the room with the quest in?
I think so, yeah. I was very close to here.
Because this patrol used to get you, and then that shadow guy used to have a...
Yeah, and mainly because all the mobs took so damn long to kill. As well, so you could see the wandering mob, and you're like, "Yep, he's coming. We got to hurry up with this one."
You just used to pull everything backwards, but people would not remember that you were going to pull everything backwards.
Like that. I think the Nexus Terror had a 2-second fear, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's like we don't get to see any of this because everything just gets nuked.
You just cast it then.
Oh, on you? Was it? Yeah, okay. Well, nobody cares about you.
I am gouged.
That's why I don't put my Tremor Totem down. There you go. I'll put a Grounding Totem down. That's much more interesting.
There we go. I get feared. I put the fear ward on the tank. I get feared.
So apparently they're pulling everything. Just hate it when people do that. It's just not polite.
Well, wasn't that Craig getting feared though?
That's the worst thing, though, isn't it? Random people pill all the room, and then the healer gets feared. 10 yards back. I guess if I just stop healing them, they'll get the message.
And you'll be like, "You're a noob." Ribbo got that earlier in one of the earlier vids. Healer, why you noob? Hear me. Player, why you tank? And then they were like, "Oh, it's okay. He's new. He doesn't know he's supposed to not just heal the tank." That's kind of what they were saying on it, which is quite funny.
It's because people don't have any sense of responsibility. It's like when they make mistakes, they just expect someone else to fix it, but they can't understand that maybe two people need their mistakes fixed at the same time.
Well, they can understand that really, they can res up and walk, and that won't slow the pace of the dungeon down.
The thing is, I never really... That's why I stopped healing, because I did heal on my shaman in Nax when Nax first... Well, not when Nax first came out, but in Wrath of the Lich King. And I just got sick of covering for people being rubbish. Skeletons...
I went through a phase, because it was quite nice, because back in the original day, the healers were the leaders of the group, and they educated the tanks on, how quickly you can pull, how much you can pull.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember, you were like, healer, I'm going to keep going until you say I need to stop.
Yeah. And you'd be explaining, that, this is how much you can do, and it was fun, and you brought... and then they kind of made the tanking a bit easier, and it's like, okay, and then the tanks became leaders because the healers, they got cooldowns. They very often they didn't need any healing. They could dash to a dungeon and need nothing. So then that role kind of got taken back up by the tanks, and the healers like, well, this is boring now.
Corium.
And now with the new dungeons, you don't need to heal anything at all, and the DPS can just keep pulling themselves and aggro. But hopefully, we'll take a step back a little bit. For a little bit more personal responsibility.
Yeah, it feels like you need to definitely start using your crowd control again with the expansion.
Oh yeah, from what I've seen, and any tank that has apparently, do you remember when Shield Slam used to dispel stuff?
Yeah.
Well, you can glyph to do that now.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, it's a massive. It's worth a lot in the new expansion again.
Yeah, well, they're talking a lot more about intelligent dispels, aren't they, again? Because they're going to be capping how often you can dispel.
And then, Shamans in 5-mans are amazing in the new expansion because they have all this utility. But it doesn't quite transition into raids enough.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I must bid you farewell.
Did you get that escort quest? No, I don't think it's here anymore.
Yeah, it was in the previous room if it was, so yeah. But you can carry on walking straight ahead here.
Yeah. I was just going back
and go take you back to the start.
Did you loot the boss, Ribbo?
No, I haven't.
It seems bizarre because think about the XP we were getting in those earlier dungeons, and now I'm like 3 bars from the end, and I'll probably level up with the quests.
Cat time.
Someone else forgot to loot as well. Oh no. Did you, Craig?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, you got the item from the last boss.
Yeah, but ready for turning, all the quests.
I am 66. So that was Mana Tombs. So what's next?
There we go. That's me out.
Auchenai
I've got maybe 6 bars to go to 66.
You got Auchenai Crypts?
Yep, once Craig's back out.
Oh, I've got 1 bar to 65.
I'm sure you'll be fine for Sethkk calls.
Yeah,
We'll just wait for him to come out.
I'm out.
Oh, I signed up to Manatoons again. That's about. We don't want to do that.
Just can't get the staff.
Bang! How's that about that for a pop?
2 bosses.
That pop happened after about 0.1 seconds there, didn't it?
3 quests.
Everyone likes quests.
Well, this was another interesting pull because you had people.
Lots of
accidentally
wandering mobs, yeah.
AoE in the mobs that they're not supposed to be fighting. A bit of a big pull here.
Yeah, Craig's not got his keels up yet. He's not even in the dungeon. Oh well, never mind.
I should have done did. Okay. We're in business. It's all good. Almost.
If you smash the buttons, you do bigger heals.
I'll keep the warrior alive.
All
instead.
right.
We
No,
got it. Warlock was on it. The Warlock was on it. Soulstone.
just yeah, my Earth Elemental was tanking Demets.
Warlock was
The
like,
actual
this looks-
debuffs hurt quite badly as well. Bless him.
Left, clear out the left.
Let me. Right, we're good.
like the Warlock was like, this looks like a robot.
It's alright. You know, I just instantly tabbed in to put the quest item on that I just got, and you're like, I'm off.
I was like, this looks dodgy. Better Soulstone the tank.
Yeah, they got a new peeler. That's what it is. As they say.
So you thought everything was a 2 pull, and then they just summon ants, and it's like, God.
Hmm.
Oh, now I remember. I remember the boss on the bridge. And that was an absolute
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
arse to begin with.
I was just
Yeah,
thinking that,
yeah, yeah. I remember that boss on the bridge. Oh, happy memories of bad things happening.
I think there was some knockbacks involved and some distinctly high AoE damage.
Mm-hmm.
Probably won't even see it.
In fact, you could get knocked off the bridge itself.
That was it. That's what I remember. Always losing a couple of the party to bridge
Get
knockbacks.
punted.
Yeah, because you have to
punted
punted
off
right
the
back
side.
to the beginning to avoid the knockback. It was one of the few safe spots. And the other area would just charge along straight into him.
I bet it's been nerfed now, though.
I'm just going to charge him and see what happens.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it will have been heavily nerfed. People cry when they die.
Clearly too hard if I can't execute it properly.
We're gonna fight this.
And the phasing clerics that were neutral,
Yep.
Yes.
but everyone starts attacking them. But originally the phasing clerics were ridiculously hard
Oh, yeah.
because of the fact they were neutral. You're like, yeah, okay, you're actually meant to like not attack them and just be nice to them.
Not going to happen.
It was like in Stratholme, wasn't it, with the peasants and stuff like that?
Yeah. You had the ghost in you that you
The
could
ghostly,
act-
yeah.
Is
Oh,
this not the escort
they were-
quest? Did we
they
get
were
the one
hard.
before? There's a quest over in this corner.
Hey, is that the escort one? Must be.
isn't that the guy trapped in the cage that you have to release? Oh no, not the guy.
No, you're thinking Sethkk, aren't you? That's Sethkk. Oh, different.
Kill stuff. Okay, we can do that.
Angry skeletons. Yeah, we can do that. Seem to be-
Oh, that's
look at,
over
there he
there.
is. Look at him. See him all the
Hey.
way on the other end.
Bonesaw is ready. Oh, and there was these, weren't there? The Raging Spirits.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a noisy keyboard today. There, I think it's Lee's noisy keyboard.
I think it's
Normally me.
He was like, I'll put my sound levels up for this video a bit, and and it's just like bash, 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 bash.
Yeah, but then you can now hear how hard tanking is.
Trade tanking's not tough in the slightest. I'm not gonna lie. Ready?
Yep.
I used to hide at the back of the room on this one. Ah, that was it. Yes, he slowed your cast time right down. How can I forget that?
So I can just do strange AoE.
Wow, 2 hours for a lightning bolt. Like, come on.
It's slow my casting down. My abilities.
Trying to remember what he did when he focused on someone.
Didn't you do a massive eye beam that just nuked them?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like something beholderish to do, doesn't it?
But they're not beholders. They don't own the copyright to the phrase beholder. So we'll have to
I'm gonna get sued now.
call them something. What did he call them in this game? Because it's Wizards of the Coast, isn't it?
Yes.
Who own Beholder because it's a Dungeons and Dragons character.
CSR as it was then. Yeah.
We like mostly physical mobs. They mostly don't do much to us.
There's something wrong about a skeleton with a sword.
You not watch Sinbad?
It's more like swords are ineffective against skeletons.
It's alright.
Exactly. If he drops it, you can't use it against him.
Do you remember when skeletons didn't bleed? In this game. Back in the day, you couldn't bleed.
They were immune from bleed effects.
Yeah.
Very long time ago, wasn't it?
You couldn't rupture a skeleton.
But if you hit them with a mace, it did more damage.
Did it?
Yeah, blunt weapon, wasn't it?
I don't remember the blunt weapon thing. I just remember not being able to bleed them on the rogue or the warrior. Like I couldn't rend them because rend was important.
But so instead, you had to render them unconscious.
Indeed.
X-Dark Malador.
Auchenai Soul Priest 3/5 does.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to pick up on that.
I was just saving it for a quiet point in the video, I don't want to waste all your good material at the start, yeah. What would be the point of that?
That's your good material. I think we're in trouble. This is where you could just pull.
That's it, especially the Sigil healing all of us, yeah?
Pull the millions of skelly bobs.
How dare you come here?
Shut up. Come here because I want it.
You must all be knocked back. I wouldn't do that to you. Pull in the skelly bobs. Bang, Shaman immediately hits Thunderstorm.
Sounds about right.
He's just getting practice when he does Eye of the Storm in PvP. It's like, run to the flag, Thunderstorm, bang. 5 people fall off the side. Good times the first week that dungeon came out, the PvP zone came out, wasn't it?
Well, when you got Thunderstorm. For the first time, that was fun.
I did Typhoon. I played my owl.
Not unlike the priest going, I'll mind control you over the edge if it didn't take 5 years to cast.
I was like,
It was very effective, though.
Yeah, when you found someone who was just standing there doing very little. It was great.
I remember on the warrior people try to do that to me, and I'd be like, how about I just charge you? And then how about I just intercept you and you're dead? This is very nice. Remember this guy used to hit really hard as well.
Yeah.
And that was a fear.
Didn't he summon an ad from behind?
Yeah. Shadow. Or another heart. There you go, summon avatar as he's attempting to do. Did he play it off? I think he did. Never mind, eh? Oh, there it is. There's his avatar.
I think taunt wars with your elemental. Don't forget to loot the boss.
Mysterious grimoire.
And then we have to go all the way back, don't we, to that woman and hand that quest in. And there's no cheeky way back in this one. So I guess the old teleport out, teleport in job.
Yeah, wasn't there a teleport?
Yeah, so top right on the mini-map. Left click on the eye.
All these quest rewards.
Look for the one that's worth the most gold.
And then we're going to go back up to this lady up here and hand in.
It's just
respawns because
it's just not right having a quest giver in the middle of the dungeon.
Watch out for that respawn, Craig, that you're meant to run into.
Thank you very much. I'm going, is that mob really... Oh, it's hostile, yeah. You're getting closer and closer to it.
No, I can't travel far. I have to be a kitty cat.
Oh, luckily that one isn't hostile that we ran past.
That warrior wants to join us for the next dungeon.
Oh, just gotta hand a quest in first. And we get to do the third one of these, which is Sethkk Halls.
Which is the bird dungeon. Are we taking this warrior with us or not?
I don't mind.
Yeah, let's take him.
Didn't bother me.
It's early Christmas.
Go, Craig! You can do it.
I'm almost there. Limping along. No shape-changing forms for me. There we go. Bit stingy on the bosses, aren't they?
Oh, more quests. We have to free the person in the cage on this one.
That quill used to be the pole arm on there that looks like a needle. Used to be the one of the best starting weapons for warrior. For arms, actually. It's weird what kind of stuff you remember, isn't it, from so long ago.
Because you're a sad no-lifer, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't that long.
No, this is, I think for me, this was one of the best expansions.
They used to have the class sets that were blue in here because they were some of the best gear for farming heroics, but they really were hard to farm. So it sounds daft, but having the full set of blue gear, was an achievement.
I was going to pull them around the door, but we'll do it this way. That's fine.
Okay.
Whatevs.
Yeah, I remember that.
They put down totems that mind controlled, didn't they? These ones.
And they had the undead mobs because it used to be really in demand as a priest here because you could shackle. You could not only heal, you could also crowd control one of them. If you were a class that couldn't crowd control, you just weren't wanted. It's like, nope, sorry, you got no valid crowd control. Don't want you.
But it's also like sometimes I'd be healing on my pally, and I'd be like, mind controlled at the back, so you're getting no heals, and everyone can ignore the totem.
Yeah, they ignore it.
That's fine.
These
whatever.
Spell reflect as well.
Because they'd all die, they'd all wipe, and then I'd just go, well, once this breaks, I'll just mind control, I'll just bubble and run out the door. And bubble and make a run for it. And then when the bubble runs out, hammer the guy who's right behind me. I'm fine.
Yeah, that bird charge used to be well annoying as well.
It is, especially when it manages to do it right before my chain lightning goes off.
This warrior's picked up shockwave, which I'm quite happy with. He's just waiting until I group everything up and then just stunning him.
By the way, we've got to clear the trash back here because, when we finish the dungeon, that door opens and you walk through that bit there. So if we were doing this properly... It's me again! What is this?
Are you the furthest person away? Oh, blessings! That was the
Of course, wasn't it?
Now known as the 5 of uselessness.
Some people want it for the Darkmane fur rep, I imagine. I got a lot of debuffs. Strength reduced by 35% twice.
You could click on the eggs, and that would summon mobs as well.
I don't know if you can remove curses. I can't. So
I think
one of you two can. Yeah.
I can't remember. I've got to find my list of abilities that I never use, and basically ones that involve helping other people. There you go. Yeah, cleanse spirit. It's on there.
I just used remove corruption as well.
Do you know what I'll be using in an hour? Remove bacon from plate.
Mm.
I just have.
See, my wife has been absent for the last 6 hours in the karate grading. That should have taken 2. So my brownie points that she needs to earn with me are sky high. So I think I get to do whatever I want to do this evening.
Is that going to be more videos?
Yeah.
I used to hate these birds' voices.
That one.
Yes. Mm.
And they also sounded a bit like Yoda as well, isn't it? Me too, I will! Yeah,
It's really annoying, isn't it?
What about the second boss in Lich King? The woman? The one who screamed at you?
Death Rattle or whatever, and was with the shield.
Yeah. Now that was the most annoying voice. Oh, a new quest.
They're better than me. Oh, they are better than my current ones. Awesome.
I can't remember what she said, but she gave a huge rant. And you just couldn't wait to kill her.
I still specifically like, in the mountains.
But we were talking annoying voices, not awesome voices.
Anything that got a remix was not annoying, I guess.
Well, Draxus got a remix as well.
Draxus was amazing, that's why.
You Face Draxus remix.
You faced Draxus. Still think the scariest thing to ever hear for the first time is, "Oh, fresh meat."
Diablo 1 or 2?
1, the first one. When you first open that room in the dungeon where you couldn't actually see anything. And then you spent like 20 minutes running away from him, trying to hit him with your fireballs. So let's face it, as a sorcerer, you couldn't let him bloody hit you, or you were just dead. As a warrior, you just stood there and went, and then died. I might have played a little too much of that game.
I think we all did, to be honest.
Low health, what's going on, Craig?
He's downstairs looting.
Yeah, I'm having a coffee.
He stood next to me.
Try to see how much with the Archangel with one heal would top you up.
Oh, you were playing the Halo, can you get the tank game?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah,
Works better in raids though, doesn't it? With
we used to do it in Karazhan all the time. I say we, like the Paladins I used to play with used to do it in. Big pull.
That green item that dropped, Boulder Fist gloves.
Of the ogre.
Of the bear. But they don't look like they'd fit a Boulder Fist. And if they do fit a Boulder Fist, they probably wouldn't fit you.
maybe it was a baby Boulder Fist, little one. And these warm gloves for the winter.
Boulder Fist gloves, like a goblin wearing them. It's like a sleeping bag, surely, is it?
Wizard did it. There you go. All problems solved because the wizard did it.
If we were struggling with continuity, add time travel. That'll all be fixed
Chromie
in
did
the
it.
sequel.
Yeah, like some of the lines Chromie used, where it was like,
Oh,
I'm not sure if I've met you or not, you know, because some people would have done her question and some wouldn't, so like that's how we get around that. We just make her a time traveller who's actually absent-minded as well. Yay, got my fire elemental totem.
Oh, joy.
Why am I happy, Lee?
Do you want to deal 3 damage to something?
Yeah, it's a 6/5 that deals 3 damage when it comes into play. And if you get multiples of them, they're unbeatable.
Oh, sounds great.
You were so busy.
That's like I ran into the mobs.
No, it was the ghost that was getting him.
Yeah.
Ah, the ones that can't be killed.
Yeah.
More of those, is it?
Yeah. Translucent death ghosts. Wasn't this the room with the extra boss in?
Oh, the summonal boss, yeah.
Oh, yes.
In the middle.
Yeah, on the bone pile. That's right.
We have nothing to activate the bomb pile with, though. So we might not be able to do it.
Oh no! He's standing next to the ghosts again. Or maybe he's just gone AFK.
No, I'm still here. I have a slight delightful interruption, but I'll be back. Oh no, I've got to find my way in now.
No, I'm ready. I got
I
you.
can res you. What's the problem?
Thank you.
Wife has returned. Oh, and someone else died as well. What's going on here?
What's going on? Blimey. Let's keep the tank up for a second first. Deal with him later.
That's another guy. Fat. So you can hear from the keyboard there. I have no idea what would cause those deaths then.
I may actually have to start using AoE heals. How bad's that?
Oh, he's running anyway. Oh, did you pick him up?
No, I resed him.
Good man.
I'm good like that.
I was just about to say before I died, some of the pools in this room were really tricky.
To be fair, they are level 69, these mobs.
69, dude. Look, some 1-3s are coming to get us.
I'm going to pull everything.
That's because you're an ass. No, you have them.
On OMG in chat. Oh, he died again. The ghosts got him. He just stood there casting, and the ghost went nom nom nom. Tasty. It's like, why are you not tanking this? It can't be.
You picking him up, or am I picking him up?
I can get him. Thank you very much.
So can we not activate this bomb pile then?
No, we don't have the quest, do we?
I thought they just put like an orb anyone could click now, and they changed it.
Well, it's in the back room, the orb, though.
Could be, I don't know. We'll find out soon enough anyway.
Bash.
What?
You used to have to hide behind the pillars when you cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Because if you didn't, it did literally leave you like 1% health, and you're like, dead.
Yeah.
Or you'd always end up with one random DPS left alive, going, I can finish it. I'm actually going high because it could well hurt this again. No, it doesn't. Okay.
It's got polymorph as well.
Yeah, as I've just found out.
There you go. I'll pray properly and dispel as well.
Wow.
Oh, that did actually hurt, blimey.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. It actually went off before.
As we go, it didn't hurt the first time. Oh, because you were standing behind Pillar Craig.
And 2 cloaks drop.
Hey.
And we can't use either of them. Yeah, there was like a chest here, wasn't there, or something? You definitely summoned it with, there was like that staff in the ground, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's your people are going to go out here and there'll be mobs behind?
Of course, quests.
Oh, we've got 2 quests to hand in here. How rude.
In different places as well.
Yeah, again.
Mm.
But,
Oh, these are good question rewards.
yeah, here's our 3 dungeons for the day, out the way. Oh. We'll have some necks.
Yeah, so this Torx Quill was like the starter weapon for a warrior. Yes, I know it has agility on it. If it's worth 10 gold, we'll be taking it to sell.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, are we done, gentlemen?
Have you handed in the other quest as well? Yeah, we're definitely done. Yeah,
we've got a big extra one, haven't we?
If you need to go, that's fine.
Yeah, I will be back in a couple of hours if we are gathering again.
Well, we'll see what we can get in before the weekend's out of the way. We've got some important football matches, obviously. We've got like the Manchester United versus Man City derby, which will be happening on the Sunday. So it'll be interesting to see what we can get done. But how long do we have left before the expansion to get these characters up to 90?
Week and a half, isn't it, basically?
It's going to be a pull, and I guess we're going to have to put some effort in during the week, aren't we?
We may have to set targets.
I think as long as we get up to like 80 or something, at least. Like, I imagine most of the people remember the stuff from Pandaria, the dungeons there, but we'll see what we can manage anyway. And so I guess from the 3 of us, until next time, it's ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
All right. Ta-ta for now.